Well, in the last video I did this as an experiment, and what I'm going to do is to push it on further and see what happens next when I use the same stencils, same colours, same equipment, and but put everything in a different order. So I hope you stick around and see what happens as I have another experimental morning. So thanks for watching and let's get going. Okay, so as I've just said, I put those colours together using these stencils and these acrylic colours. One is Amsterdam Yellowish Green, Amsterdam Turquoise Blue, Amsterdam Azo Yellow Citron. So this time, and just to point out that these two are semi-transparent, which you can see here with these little squares with the black and white diagonal line across, and this one here is a full black square, which denotes the fact that it's acrylic, denotes the fact that it's opaque. So let's start off with this. I really don't know what's going to happen, but that is the beauty of gel plates and gel plate printing, making lovely textured papers for your projects. So I'm going to start off now and pull a couple of base coat bottoms. It's one of my really favourite colours. Try and put a bit more of a thinner layer this time. You can see that's a little bit more patchy, but I really don't worry about that at all. So what colour to do next? Both are semi-transparent. Let's go for the smaller detail first, and I'll go with this, whoops, rather large blob of the Azo Yellow. Way too much paint. Just smooth it out. Let's put this on, and we'll go over the blotchy one. Trying to push in as much as I can. And you can just about see the yellowy colour, the Azo Yellow, shining through there. It's quite subtle. And again, that's quite a subtle effect, but you can actually see it. So let's go with the yellowish green. This time I'll use the swirly pattern. And on to the ghost print as quickly as possible. Okay, so those are two quite subtle pulls, textured papers. So what would happen now if I put this one down first, then this one, and then this one? So I'll put a base layer of this down first, and then I can pull the various prints and see what happens. So I've completed two of the yellowish green base colours. This time I'm going to go for the turquoise first. A nice even colour. Put this one down. Onto here. Try and push it through a little bit. It's quite interesting. Obviously I didn't push through enough there, but never mind. So there we have two pulls. There's a little bit more left on there. I think what I'll do is I'll just go over it with a little bit of yellow just to get rid of that. Swirl it around a little bit. Always have this as another base layer. That's quite nice. Put that to one side. And now I'm going to use this one with the yellow, and as it's semi-transparent I really don't know what's going to happen. I've put rather a lot on there. You can tell when you can see these sort of I don't know how you would describe it. It's kind of little peaks and troughs, and I don't know. There must be some scientific name for it, but unfortunately I don't know what it's called. Just trying to smooth it out and get a nice even layer. Pop this one on. I'm not thinking that this is going to show up in any significant way. Pop this on. Push down hard. I missed that corner out last time. No, you can't really see anything there, just very, very faint lines of the yellow, so I don't think this is going to work very well. So what is it showing me there? That if you put a opaque layer down first and then two transparent, semi-transparent layers, you're not going to get too much of a huge change in the subsequent layers. So what I will do now is I'm going to put this turquoise blue down again and maybe mix it with a little bit of this green just to change the colour ever so slightly. Give it a good swirl round so it doesn't get too mottled, but that would be quite nice if you like mottled prints, mottled textures. Let's go back to this one here, which wasn't very successful, and let's pop it on to this one. Push down. So the turquoise blue that I put on has turned into a green because of the fact that it's lying over top of these yellows. So you can see that it changes completely from the base layer here of the turquoise blue. Those are the experiments I've done with the same colours and the same stencils, and so this is putting down the opaque colour first and then the two semi-transparent colours. The ones that I did previously, and I'll leave you a link for this one, this is putting down the semi-transparent colours first and then the opaque one over the top. So you can see here in this experiment, even though I've used the same stencils and the same colours, whichever way you layer them down, you get, I wouldn't say completely different, completely different results, but certainly, you know, some difference. And I'm going to carry on and do something else, so that'll be the next video. So I hope you found that interesting. I'll leave you the link to this one here. This is the second one, and what I'll do is I will try and pull these back from looking too much like a hot mess. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.